Maggie Cross. Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back for our first reaction of 2022, and we will be reacting to something that is a monumental occasion. We'll be reacting to Got the Beat, Girls on Top, The Beat, SM's new project group, Got the Beat.
I thought it was just Got, like Girls on Top. And also a little disappointed that there's no music video, but this is the stage video that they released on the new made YouTube channel. And in case you didn't know, like they're kind of marketing it. SM Entertainment is marketing this as like the female Super M, like super girl group. So we have Poa, the legend that she is, 소녀시대's Taeyeon and Hyoyeon, Red Velvet's Wendy and Seulgi, and then aespa's Winter and Karina. Why did I say her name like that? Karina. That being said, obviously, we are super excited. So let's just go! What? What words are those?
Opening.
Oh yeah, there's no lyrics. I'm a little...
They're facing the back a lot.
Aw.
Which is really interesting.
Like, yeah, they keep like hiding their faces. Next level. Nice. Yes.
Also, the space in the back, because this was for the SM,
yeah,
like, universe, yeah. Are they gonna be the heroines of the SM universe?
But Seulgi's part of the subunit, and weren't they supposed to be the villains?
I don't understand it.
Me neither. Is she a spy? I don't know.
Oh, it's Taeyeon and Mini-Me.
This is like, what is it? Most of the melody is just coming from their singing, which honestly makes so much sense considering their lineup for this group.
I was having a similar thought just now about the lineup, where I was like, if there was ever doubt that SM had a style and a technique they taught their artists, this just cleared all doubts.
Bridge. What? Like was suddenly so R&B-y, kind of jazzy at the beginning. Oh. Ah!
Oh. Dance break!
I feel like you've been waiting for this the whole time.
I am now satisfied.
Oh. Delayed. Wow. Oh my god.
And back to this.
Oh.
So, since this is a monumental occasion, also because there's no music video, and being the SM trash that we are, we will be doing this conversation style. And since Anna's taking a drink of water, I will get started.
Sorry.
That's okay. My first comment that I want to make is about the dance. We kind of mentioned it in the reaction, like we both pointed it out. They were doing this a lot, and they were hiding their faces a lot, and they were turned around a lot. And I just think that that's very like impactful, but also makes a lot of sense with the whole world and with like the concept that SM is building around this group and just around SM Town in general. One, because the covering their face a lot and facing the back a lot gives a sense of like anonymity, and it almost lets people insert themselves into the dance. And so if you think about like girl power, girls on top, it lets you assume that role as well. If you wanted to extend that further outside of just this song, but to like the whole SM concept, it kind of goes with the whole like I concept that SM's creating, where you can insert yourself into your like virtual alternate self and be like the version of you that you want to be. So it's giving fans an opportunity to do that. So I thought that was really interesting. Other than the person singing or rapping, they stay facing the back for a good portion of the intro, like up until Wendy's singing, when they finally all turn around, which is like at least 30 seconds into the song. At the end, they go back to covering their faces again, and it's kind of back to shadow. So I don't know, that like stuck out a lot to me, especially since this was for the SM Town concert, so you know that it's like connected into the world that they're building.
I don't really know how to transition that into what I was gonna say, but I guess because it's like girls on top, girl power, I'll go off of what you said about that. Because honestly, this song, yes, there are different sections which are pretty noticeable, from like there's the intro and then like the bare percussion sections, and then when there's slight melodies and then like the very different bridge, like those are all very obvious and distinct. That being said, the entire time I felt like the energy level was just like here. I think it's because like the melodic lines are so high pitched like the entire time, and the raps are very like boom boom boom, but also it makes sense because the people that they chose for this group are all like strong characters. Just look at their lineup and every individual is like a strong character. So I think it also kind of makes sense, like you were saying, the way that they're marketing this group within the universe. That being said though, I'm like still wrapping my head around the song because it's like first listen, first reaction. I don't know, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking kind of about the lineup actually, but from like a dance perspective, because like you said, they're all very strong characters. This is all the main vocalists or main dancers of their groups, but like when you see them together, I commented on this during the reaction too, the SM style is so clear in this group and in this lineup. I think I say this every time we react to some sort of like collaboration or like unit where they're pulling different people, but it can be really hard to grab different groups and have them all match styles. But I think it works so well in the SM case, and like this is a good example of that because they just have all been like trained in the same fashion. Like from the dance perspective, they all have that SM style where it's very clean, it's very controlled, like they exert only the energy that they need, and they do exert a lot of energy because like Anna was saying, this is very like strong main character vibes from all of them. But I also think it's interesting to see how they like pulled the different iconic styles into it a little bit. Like you got the moments of, I don't know, when I think of Sonia Shide, I think of very like classy and refined, and you had that feeling. Or like there was sort of a more Velvet section in the breakdown for Red Velvet's Velvet, and you could see it in the body rolls, or aespa's like very sharp futuristic movements. They even said next level. But the coolest thing in my opinion is because overall the choreography had such major BoA vibes from start to finish. And when you think about how companies train their trainees, they like learn their seniors dances, so that like style starts to trickle down, and she's such a foundational part of SM. And I think it's really interesting how you can see her style through it, especially in the chorus. They are all fantastic, but she slays. Like if you watch her when she's the center, I just love her. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool because you can see how her styles trickled down but then been like evolved for each group.
No, yeah, how they have like a distinct dance style. It's kind of like how they have a distinct singing style, because obviously their singing is not shaped around BoA's singing style, but like they've had that really well-known vocal trainer in their company SM for a really long time, Yu Youngjin, and like you see that name so much, and it's like obvious that that influence is on their voices, but also because of the way that this song is made with the melodies, it highlights and showcases that even more, especially with like the high notes. I'm really thinking of like Wendy's when she's in the center, and then Taeyeon's like back into the final chorus. Outside the high notes and just the song itself, like I said in the reaction, like considering the singers in this group from like a really minimal, at least like melodic wise, minimal instrumental, not only is that like interesting music choice, but also it's like a testament to their vocal abilities, because like you're getting like nothing from the instrumental to like help you keep pitch or stay in key, so you have to have a good ear for that. Last thing that I want to say is like the intro, when it sounds like this sort of like Latin chant in the background, and that's the common theme throughout the entire rest of the song in the background. I was like, are they actually saying words? Because it sounded like they're saying ebrietas, and I don't know why that's what my mind went to. I don't even remember what that means. That's all I had to say.
Okay, then let's wrap it up, everybody.
I'm proud of us. We had like minimal fangirling. We were able to be composed and together.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. I feel like the impact was so high that I was like, I can't even.
What is it? Like your default reset mode is just to be hyper professional and analytical. I knew it.
I'm just like, let's talk. TLDR for this reaction then is Girls on Top got the beat. Girls on Top got the beat. That's like a full sentence. Have debuted? I think you could count this as a debut, even though there's no music video. But either way, this is a momentous occasion for SM Town, for SM fans. These are very strong characters, as we've been calling them, from all of their groups, and it was just sort of overwhelming to see them all together. So we went into hyper-focused professional mode, which we did not expect in this reaction, but it was definitely nice to like see some of our faves together. So
I realized we've been saying members from their groups, and then in my mind it's been helpfully supplying and Boa,
yeah.
Oh, but
she's her own group.
Anyways, as always, if you would like to fangirl with us more about this release, about the respective groups and Boa that they come from, then feel free to reach out to us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and bye!